Welcome back. I'm Uncle Henry on the road. This week we're touring Dot Moore's home, and we are in, what do you call this, your media den, Dot?
Yes, this is the den. This is where I live most of the time. The television's in here, the kitchen's right over there, you know.
Okay, well, I want to talk to you about some of these pictures, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So, if you'll stand over here, I'll scoot over to the corner, and we'll get our cameraman to zoom in on some of these pictures.
All right.
First of all, can you get Wolfman, what were your thoughts on Wolfman Jack?
I was really surprised about him. He's a very, I don't know whether you call him conservative, but certainly not like his personality on the air. Very nice person, family man, and in love with music of all kinds.
He was real close to you there. Did he have any type of bad breath?
I don't think so. I would have noticed it.
What about, here you are with Ed McMahon.
Yes,
Did you have any, he's famous for drinking a lot. Did you have beer with him, Budweiser with him or something?
No, I'm not much of a Budweiser beer drinker.
I'm not. I'm a Miller High Life long neck fan.
That gave you an inroad and you grabbed it quick, didn't you? No, Ed, that was during Junior Miss when he was here.
So you never saw Johnny?
Yes, I've been to the Tonight Show about 15 times and I've met Johnny. Yes, I'm not real taken with Johnny's personality. I don't know. That's not a slur.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. He's just not...
Explain this. You don't like Johnny Carson?
I like Johnny Carson, but he's just not warm particularly. Ed's very warm. Yeah.
Okay, well, what about this right up here, Alan Alda?
Oh, Alan Alda. I always wanted to interview him. He's great. At that time, he was doing MASH, but he was doing a special movie for NBC, and I had the opportunity in Burbank to talk with him.
Wasn't he kind of wimpy, though?
Well, he's quiet and kind of thin. Is that what you mean?
Well, and that, I didn't like MASH either, because I served in Korea and was never liked that. Up here at the top, you have guns. Were you defending yourself or something?
There were many times when I could have, but that was on location in Tucson, Arizona, on the High Chaparral.
And right next to it, you're there with Damon. Is that Damon Wilson?
Yeah, that's Damon. He's a friend of mine. I love him.
Who's that guy on the left?
Oh, if you hadn't asked me, I can't think of his name. He's a comedian. It'll come to me in a minute.
Slappy White?
Slappy White.
Okay, well, tell me about
But Damon and I are real good friends. And Slappy had that little cap on, as you see in the photograph. And I asked him, I said, why do you wear that cap? Why don't you take it off? He said, you really want me to take it off? And I said, sure. And he did, and his hair was braided. And I said, put it back on, you know.
Did you ever meet Red Fox?
Yes, there's a picture of Red and I here with Damon somewhere. Now, I like Damon.
You like Damon, but
I'm not crazy about Red.
Red has a filthy mouth.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Now, who is this? Is that Edie Amin?
That's Pearl Bailey, Henry. You know Edie Amin wouldn't wear pearls around his neck.
Well, you know, a cannibal will do anything. But Pearl Bailey, how is she?
Oh, she's fine, and she had a little diamond pin that said L-O-V-E, love. At that time, she was an ambassador for the United States. She'd go overseas and sort of make a little connection with... This photograph here was an amusing thing at the Ramada Inn in Biloxi that they put up on the marquee when I drove out just to surprise me. It said, Dot Moore slept here.
Well, you know, if you ever move out of this condominium, they're going to have that plaque right as being a historical marker.
Yeah.
This guy looks...
Danny Trainer. Yeah.
Whatever happened to him?
Danny was with me on my show for 3 years. He's in Orlando.
Still?
Doing the same, practically the same thing.
He's not homeless?
Pardon?
He's not homeless?
He's... I don't think so.
Okay, well,
Last time I talked to Danny, he told me he'd bought some real estate.
Okay, well, there's just celebrities going on this wall.
It's fun. Yeah.
That must be something to sit in here. I guess there's a story for every picture.
Well,
I really want to back up and let the camera get this. Lassie.
Isn't that a great shot?
Lassie.
Yeah, that's Lassie.
You don't,
I didn't look like myself. That was in the 60s. Rudd Weatherwax was his trainer, and he brought him in, and we had instant rapport, and the photographer grabbed that as he busted me on the cheek. That's a cute shot. He's a beautiful dog, needless to say.
What kind of interview is Lassie?
I'm afraid Rudd had to be the spokesperson, but Lassie sat there and looked very pleasant.
Lassie didn't do anything offensive like soil the carpet or...
Oh, heavens, no. I had that happen with a tiger one time in Burbank, but no, not last. This is a pie-in-the-face promotion for WADV Radio.
All right.
It's supposed to be a compliment. Excuse me, I never could figure that out.
You back up just a second so we can get a real
But if the disc jockey came on the set as I was finishing my television show, and if you got the pie in the face, you were supposed to be very, very complimented. Can you figure that one out?
No,
They didn't even
I
give me the pie.
Well, tell me, who was the disc jockey? Do you remember?
Oh, heavens, no.
Good. Don't like disc jockeys.
I didn't know him.
Sit over here, and this wall, first of all, Jim Varney. Can you get a shot of Jim Varney?
Oh, Jim's a friend of mine. He lives in Nashville. He's really going great now. This was taken in the Channel 10 lobby because Jim was a guest on my show, but I worked with him in Hollywood when he did something with Chad Everett for NBC.
Did he get in your face like he does on the TV commercials? Say, hey, Dot.
Yeah, he's so crazy when he has that outfit on. He does that, but he's very quiet and conservative. You know, Jim started out as a Shakespearean actor.
Well, that
in Central Park, if you
only
believe
lasted
that.
about 5 minutes. Liberace.
Oh,
now,
gosh.
was he as pretty as they say he was?
That's what you could call Lee Liberace, pretty, yeah.
Pretty, okay.
And small man, so they're a very pretty man, yeah.
Right below that is Bob Hope.
Yeah.
Now, that's a guy I've always wanted to meet and play golf with.
Oh, he's delightful. He is just something else. You don't have any feeling of age with him, not at all.
Well, he
Yeah.
I think he is so old that don't they carbon date the man? Don't they? Isn't he like a living fossil? Well, running short on time, want to get as many of these pictures as we can, so I'm going to just stand at the side. Michael Landon, is he really a family man? I've heard stories that he's
Well, he's on his second family and seems to be a very good family man, yes.
Dot, who are these other WADV disc jockeys?
No, that was a series at NBC, one of those kind that you wish you'd never thought of. Didn't last very long, you know.
And that can't even remember the name of it.
I know,
Okay, well, this...
Oh, it's called The Monsters. That's a Mobile shot at Ladd Stadium. Bob Kennan there from ALA with the camera, and Virginia Mist and myself.
Well, Dot, we only have just a few seconds left, and we barely scratched the surface of this room. So listen, I want to thank you so much for allowing us to come into your house and look into your restroom and all that stuff. It takes a good sport. But, Dot, we want to know, because you've been on television for so long, you're part of the family.
Just sort of, you know, everywhere for a long time, and I'm very happy to still be aboard, and I appreciate you coming out. I really, how do you like my house?
I love your house, and you're going to be doing Mardi Gras coverage for Channel 10?
Yes, Mardi Gras coverage and Moments in Mobile History on the early morning news and the Dartmouth show on the weekends.
Okay, well, thank you for watching Uncle Henry on the Road. Thank you to Substation 2 and to Share Chiropractic Clinic. Tune in next week and see where I go next on the road. Now, let's end it. End it. End it.